All set, Michelle? Okay. Well, call the regular session of the Isabella County Board of Commissioners to order. Stand for the pledge, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk Lux, welcome back. And roll call, please. Here.
Commissioner Hutchinson.
Here.
No.
Here. Here.
Oh, Commissioner Engler.
Here. Here.
Thank you, Clerk Lux. That brings us down to approval of the agenda. Item number 4 will be general public comments, presentations and special reports. We had one in the work session. We have none here in the regular session. We've got a couple appointments to boards and commissions, and then we'll have the consent agenda. Committee reports, Finance and Administration Committee.
Finance and Administration Committee is all set, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. We have no business under Criminal Justice and County Affairs, Human Resources and Public Works Committee.
We're all set, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. We have no intergovernmental affairs, no administrator controller issues, no unfinished business, no new business. We'll have another opportunity for general public comment and then announcements and then adjournment. So is there a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved, Marino.
Support, Joe Lozinski.
Been moved and supported. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Very good. That brings us to general public comment. Anyone for general public comment? Do we have anyone attending virtually, Michelle? We don't. Okay, then we can move. I don't see anyone rushing to the podium, so we can move on. Brings us down to appointments to boards and commissions. Commissioner Swaney, would you mind making that first motion, that motion A?
Certainly, Chair. Oh, excuse me. Move to accept with regret the resignation of Gerald Stryeski from Isabella County Transportation Commission effective immediately.
Support.
Been moved and supported to accept with regret the resignation of Gerald Stryeski from the Isabella County Transportation Committee effective immediately. We need to-
Call for.
Okay, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Very good. That motion carries. Item B, Commissioner Engler, would you read that motion, please?
The motion reads, move to appoint Commissioner Engler to serve on the Material Recovery Facility Advisory Board as a member and Commissioner Horton to serve as an alternate.
Support.
Been moved and supported to appoint Commissioner Engler to serve on the Material Recovery Facility Advisory Board as the member and Commissioner Horton to serve as the alternate. And as I explained earlier, both commissioners were appointed, and we found out after some review that we get one member on that committee, and the other one has to be an alternate. So that's why we're doing this. But it's been moved and
Mr.
supported.
Chairman, real quick, as a clarification to the finance, to the administrator controller, then as the alternate, and that the alternate for Commissioner Engler if he can't attend, or I am an alternate to the board if there's not a quorum.
Alternate to Commissioner Engler.
I'm an alternate to Commissioner Engler then. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
And that is done.
Okay.
You're welcome to still attend, of course. You just wouldn't have any voting privilege.
Commissioner Engler will give me copious notes. So
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, that motion carries. Commissioner Hutchinson, would you do the consent agenda, please?
Motion reads, move to approve and place on file the February 15th, 2022 regular meeting minutes, the February 22nd, 2022 Finance and Administration Committee meeting minutes, and the February 22nd, 2022 Human Resources Public Work Committee meeting minutes.
Support Marino.
Been moved and supported to approve the consent agenda. Clerk Lux, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Rainey,
Yes.
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 Commissioner Horton.
Yes.
Votes cast 7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Clerk Lux. It brings us down to committee reports. Finance Administration Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. First up, the February 11th, 2022 invoice list, the February 18th, 2022 invoice list, and the February 24th, 2022 adjustment list. Motion reads, move to ratify and place on file the February 11th, 2022 invoice list in the amount of $115,416.94. The February 18th, 2022 invoice list in the amount of $2,520,807.94. And the adjustment list dated February 2022.
Support.
It's been moved and supported to ratify the February 11th, 2022 invoice list, the February 18th invoice list, and the February 24th adjustment list discussion.
Yes, we got a chance as commissioners, we get these invoices by email every week. We review them. We have chances to comment any concerns that we have. We also reviewed these in Finance and Administration Committee. And then today at our work session, we went over these in the committee meeting, and both committees, nothing to talk about additional on the 11th and the 18th. The big ticket items on the February 11th was from the drains that they had to advanced drainage systems of over $10,000. KCI, for the equalization department, the material recovery facility, manpower, in their amount, some of their contracted labor, and then the ITC bus ads from the Veteran Affairs to Wade Promotions that was already budgeted for by this board. And as regards to the 18th of February, there was the largest, the reason it was so large, there's a large tax treasurer. Other thing was the animal control contract. The administration had for Manna Costerian for the contracted CPA. We had a large consumers energy bill from the facilities administration building, but we also have a lot of large charges. Has some restitution for the clerk for an individual. Manpower again was listed for their weekly contracted labor. And then moving to the adjustment list, we had several odds and ends, but the bulk of that was to Gordon Foods, and we see that every adjustment list because the county pays early on their bill, so they don't get charged any fees or anything.
Any further discussion? Okay, hearing none, Madam Clerk, a roll call, please.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes.
Rainey,
Yes.
Yes.
Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes. Yes.
Commissioner Horton.
Yes.
Cast 7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Clerk Lux.
Second item of business is the fiscal 2022 first quarter financial report. Motion reads, move to accept and place on file the fiscal year 2022 first quarter financial report as presented.
Support.
Been moved and supported to accept and place on file the fiscal year 2022 first quarter financial report discussion.
Our financial manager gives us a report quarterly, so we know how we're doing in terms of revenues versus expenditures. These early reports are usually not real indicative of what's going to happen later on because our revenues are really lacking, only because a lot of the revenues may be seasonal, like in the parks, and also our tax revenues don't come in till the latter part of the summer. So we're at 6.38%, working towards 100, but we'll get there. On the expenditure side, Just a quick review. Most of the areas that we operate in are under the 25% threshold, which is where we're at for each quarter. So we're doing really well. The department heads and elected officials are doing real well to stay within the budget. There may be one or two outliner dollar amounts, but those are usually associated with one-time events that kind of twerk the budget just a little bit. But we're doing well financially at this point.
Very good. Thank you. Any further discussion? Okay, seeing none, clerk clocks a roll call, please.
Commissioner Swaney,
Yes.
Horton,
Yes.
Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Reno,
Yes.
Commissioner Hope.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Clerk Clucks. We have no criminal justice and county affairs business tonight, which brings us down to human resources and public works.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Our first item is accepting the 2021 Planning Commission Annual Report. The motion reads, move to accept and place on the 2021 Isabella County Planning Commission Annual Report.
Support.
Been moved and supported to accept the 2021 Planning Commission Annual Report discussion.
Yes, our director, Tim Neoport, was here this afternoon. He went through the breakdown, going through the planning, and the Planning Commission meets the second Thursday of every month. Talked about the site plan reviews, the special use permits, the farmland agreements, the variances, and things are going pretty good this year. Anybody have any more questions that they didn't ask? Mr.
No, I
Neoport?
just would like to just read off the commission members on that committee.
Okay,
Tim did an outstanding job reporting this to us in the committee last week. But on that committee is Kelly Bean, Tim O'Neill, Ann Sickler, Steve Swaney, Philip Vogel, Kyle Camp, Jerry Nyer, Bob Campbell, and Adam Brookins.
thank you.
Any other questions?
Any further discussion? Before we do a roll call, I think there's a typo in the motion.
Oh,
Does move to accept in place.
on
On
file.
file, does that make
Yeah.
a difference? Should we? do the motion that way? Can you restate your?
Sure, I can
motion?
do that.
Just say, move to accept in place on file.
Okay, I'll repeat the motion. Move to accept and place on file the 2021 Isabella County Planning Commission Annual Report.
Support.
Okay.
Good
Any-
eye.
It's been moved and supported to move to accept and place on file the 2021 Planning Commission Annual Report. Any further discussion? Seeing none, clerk clocks a roll call, please.
Commissioner Horton,
Yes.
Engler,
Yes.
Commissioner Jazinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Hutchinson,
Yes.
Commissioner Marino,
Yes,
Swaney,
Yes.
Yes,
7 ayes, 0 nays. Motion passed, Mr. Chairman.
thank you, Clerk Lux.
that completes the work of the Human Resources and Public Works Committee, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, gentlemen. We have no intergovernmental affairs, no administrator controller issues, no unfinished business, no new business. Brings us down again to general public comment. One for general public. Do we? They don't have their hand raised, and to do that, they would push *9. Caller, if you wish to address general public comment, push *9. They have not. Very good. Then announcements, commissioners, any announcements? Okay, is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll move.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Horton will support.
All those in favor say aye. We are
Aye.
adjourned at 7:16.
Everyone in the meeting over.
Average of time